Brent Springbett in the studio from the Powder House. You are a master boot fitter.
I guess so.
That's what I see. It was like a commercial a while back or something.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a few years.
You got a reputation in this in South Lake anyway of being able to dial in some boots. You've certainly done it for me. So we were talking yesterday. I saw you yesterday at the shop, and we're talking. Let's talk about boots a little bit. And I didn't even get a real handle on it. You brought some different stuff, some cool stuff. I mean, they are progressing, it seems like, in the boot industry.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the liners, shell material, the dual density molding, all that stuff makes the boots much easier to get into and more comfortable.
Let's go over a couple of these boots real quick, and then I want to talk about boot fitting, because I think it's a good time of year to get your equipment dialed in.
Definitely.
Go up to Heavenly, make a few runs, come back, dial it in, go back up there the next day, come back, dial it in, because once you get busy, I mean, you're busy. A lot of people are coming, and you take appointments when you get busy?
I take appointments.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I have a couple-hour wait to even see someone.
Right.
So it can get that busy.
Talk about this head boot. This peak boot is kind of cool.
The peak boot. It's what they're calling a side country boot. So lift service back country. So you go up, you know, what Kirkwood's doing.
Yeah,
you go up, you know, to Chair 4. And then use the lifts to hike a little bit, you know, 15, 20. It's a beefy alpine boot designed to push the big skis, but it has a little lever here, unlocks the hinge
for
of
walk
the back
mode.
For walk. And when you unlock this, the front of the boot here also will flex.
So you get a little pivot in the toe.
So you get a little bit of rocker, so it's much more comfortable to walk in.
And a little bit of a Vibram sole on the
Vibram sole, so it's nice and sticky when you get on the rock.
Yeah.
You know, rocky, slick stuff. You don't slip and slide around if you're
cool
actually boot packing.
And then this one too, you were saying, I mean, a lot of people have a hard time transitioning from the rear entry boot.
Yeah, you know, the 5-day-a-year skier from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or someplace that comes up here, they come in and they're in a rear entry boot and it blows apart on them because the plastic's 15 years old. You know, and they want to come in and replace their boot. Very simple. 2 buckles, slides in.
Yeah.
When you close this thing up and you step into the binding, it automatically locks the back of the cuff forward.
So the cuff's hinged when you're walking and it's locked down when you're skiing.
Exactly. And this is basically 1 buckle that does 2 adjustments.
Yeah, it's two straps on it.
Straps on it, and it's really, really cool for the person.
So do you guys do everything for the boot fitting, canting and all that?
We do
all. A hot spot.
We do, you know, expansions, grinding, sole planing, canting, boot balancing,
footbeds.
Footbeds, all that stuff.
How important is the footbed?
Footbed's like having a foundation to a house, so it's pretty important.
So a foundation of a house is important.
Yeah.
Ooh, we should have checked that when we bought that one up on West Shore.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So you know, a footbed is what supports the foot and the skeleton structure. And if you don't have a good footbed in there, you're not going to be balanced quite right in the boots.
Basically, everybody who lives in a ski town has a footbed. So if you're visiting us, you need a footbed. It's comfortable. It's better.
Yeah, better performance, snow feel, more comfort. And you're not going to have to buckle your boots as tight.
You guys got all the rentals, you got the demos, everything
Rentals,
ready to go?
demos. We got a ski boot sale going on right now. All 2008, 2009 boots, 15% off. Yeah. And then we have all my last year's boots up to 50% off.
Up to 50% off.
Yeah. So it's really good. Time of year to come in now because, you know, in another 10 days we're going to be slammed and
we're going to have a ton of snow.
Yep.
And we're going to be shoveling and blowing snow and dealing with all of it.
And, you know, it's actually a good time to get your boots worked on because the snow's a little firmer. You're skiing. You can feel what's happening. You can feel if it's loose. You're having a little pinching here or there.
Yep.
Come on in. We can take care of it.
Yeah, and it's easy, too, because you're not too far from the gondola. You can go up, make a few runs, come back down, dial your boot, and go back up.
Go back up if you want. Yeah,
cool.
You know, we're a 5-minute walk.
Tell people where you are.
3930 Lake Tahoe Boulevard, right there next to Alpen Sierra and the 7-Eleven.
Which is the local coffee shop, and everybody knows 7-Eleven. Brent Springbett, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thank you.
Brent Springbett from the Powder House. We'll take another quick break, and we got an hour and a half.